Okay, so now getting to the level on the whole, what you see is what the user would be seeing as and when he wakes up, uh, when he's alerted by the boss. Now the look and feel of the level is definitely very dark. You can see pipes, you can see electrical boxes over there. There's a shovel right in front which the user has to use, and overall even there's a gas chamber which would be going off very soon, so that the user would realize he has to escape this particular room. So even the lighting and the textures that's been taken into account is for the look and feel of the game. I'll just shift to floating and just maximize this. Yeah, that looks better. So this is more of what you would call a mood oriented game. So if you look a bit closer, the user would be tied to this chain around here, and initially he has to reach for the shovel and cut himself open, and to do so he'd have to struggle a little bit, but this is not really a great challenge per se, but yeah, he has to escape the room before it gets completely filled up with gas. To do so, he has to take the shovel and he has to actually crack open this little opening or this little subtraction that I've created, and once he's done with that, he can go inside. Now what you see over here is, I'll just adjust the light. Okay, what you see over here is very thin passage, but if you go right ahead, it's a dead end. That is because the static mesh here, it is actually a mover. By what I mean is that it would collapse as soon as the user would step on it. So on his way, when he's kneeling, the entire structure, this particular static mesh would collapse and the user would fall down and go to the next point in the level. Okay, so this is the dreaded room from Saw, for those who have seen it. Again, I've tried to capture the effect of the room. Very dirty, very junk-like room, and if collected these pipes, these static meshes, just grouped them and duplicated them across the room, and even the lighting, I did give it another effect altogether, not the normal lights we are using around here. Um, since it's just the starting part of the game, the user needs to get used to the environment, and yeah, Jigsaw has got his first victim already. So a little input over here. Thanks Chandrasekhar for the model. And this over here is the room from, I think, Saw Part 1. Yeah, and the tub, the dreaded tub. Now what you see over here is a TNT, static mesh. So Jigsaw would be narrating what the user has to do, and right now he has to flee for his life. So if he doesn't do that, the TNT would blow up. Now again, when he starts running over here, what you actually see is a dead end right ahead. So eventually, if he runs straight, he would blow into pieces. But the idea over here is to run and grab the above flank. This is the Unreal World. Grab the above flank over here and jump up. And once he jumps up, this is a scene reminiscent of The Dark Knight, the barrel scene where the two characters are tied up near oil barrels. Again, this is a little different. I've used a different lighting form for here. And if you see towards the edge of the room, there's a little indicator for the user, and there are bullets kept. Now the whole idea of this level is that he has to burst open these barrels, and he has to once the barrels do burst open, he'll go down. I'll be creating one more room, but prior to that, there'll be another person who would be entering this room from the extreme end. Yeah, and there would be a fight for the gun, who owns the gun, because Saw was all about survival. So yeah, this again is a very small construction. It's not an entire level.